Hi everybody. We are moving on now to chapter 18, which is talking about your reproductive system and hereditary. You're going to be talking about the male and female anatomy. Also, we're moving on to chapter 19 and 20, which is talking about childbirth, pregnancy, and childhood, adolescence, along with, let me see the last one, adulthood. So we're going to combine all three of these chapters into one major unit, just like how we did the previous one with like family relationships, healthy relationships, and preventing violence. So we're going to move forward on to learning how the body works in the sense of reproduction. All right. And just again, I want to do the disclaimer with you guys that we are an abstinence-based school district, like I mentioned before. So we're going to be talking about the anatomy, how the body works when it comes to the male and female reproductive system, as well as childbirth. Okay, and we promote abstinence 100%. And you're going to learn how the body works in all kinds of different ways. All right, so moving forward, we're talking about the endocrine system. It's really quick part about your body regarding adrenal glands, regarding testosterone, and hormones. All right, so we all have hormones. Every one of us do. Some teenagers have more hormones than others. So you're going to read chapter 18, section 1, regarding the functions of the adrenal gland. All right, and there's going to talk about the thyroid, the pituitary gland, the pancreas, ovaries for females, of course, and testes for males. So you're going to read about those. Then you're going to move on to the male reproductive system. So this is on page 465. There's some diagrams there that I want you to look at. I'll be giving you some handouts regarding the diagrams. You're going to have to identify the body parts more than likely. You need to understand that what fertilization means, again, this is the male part of the body, sperm, your testes, your testosterone, which is a hormone, scrotum, and your penis, and then basically the basic structure and functions of the male reproductive system. On the next page, 466, is talking about the pathway of the sperm. So you have the testes, then you have the vas deferens. You also are going into the seminal vesicle, the prostate gland, which is very common for people to have prostate cancer. You also have the bulbourethra or urethral gland. And then you have the urethra and the penis. So there's the 5 portions or stages or areas of the male reproductive system on page 466. So make sure you go over that diagram, understand that the urethra and the prostate gland deal with fluids. Then you need to understand the pathway of the sperm. And let me see here what else I want you to cover really quick. When you're a male, a boy, okay, male, you want to make sure that you are keeping clean, even though your sexual organs are external. You need to be aware of what's going on with your body. If you are going through puberty properly, you, of course, will go to your family doctor for physicals. You want to have cleanliness. You want to protect yourself from any kind of trauma. And you want to do a self-exam. So that's on page 467. And again, here, you need to understand that you need to be aware of your body. You need to know if something is normal or not. Like if you're having sores or lesions or bleeding. Boys don't bleed. So if you're bleeding out of your penis, it's usually a kidney issue or possibly an STD, sexually transmitted disease. So we'll cover more of that in later chapters. But you want to make sure that you're going for a physical exam. Even if you're an athlete or not, it's important for you to have a yearly checkup. All right, so that was the quick synopsis of the male reproduction. Then you're going to move on to the female. Now, the female body is more complicated than the males. Not to be rude or disrespectful, but men, you make sperm and you ejaculate, and that's pretty much it. But there's a lot of other complications could occur as to why you may or may not be able to have children, like, infertility. There's a whole complications with that. But moving on to the woman's body, it's extremely evolving I would want to say. It's evolving. So I will start fresh in a few moments regarding the female reproductive. Make sure that you read over section 1 and 2 of chapter 18. So the endocrine system, then it's going to roll into the male reproductive system, knowing how the male reproductive functions. There's 2 diagrams that you need to look at. And of course, keeping yourself healthy regarding the male reproductive. So I will see you in a few moments.